Veltins Arena. Who's Veltin? That loaded quickly. Mifster Nifst Rikufrtist. The heck does that mean? Well, is that language? That must be it. It must be Mr. Ness Rugrefritz. Okay. I'm not going to worry about what that says, I guess. Tak. This is clearly a different language. This is soccer, maybe? That's German. What is going on? Okay. Oh, I see. Out of curiosity, what did it say? Because the F part threw me off. Oh wait, I can't go through yellows. Okay, I understand this now. Oh, I don't have a lot of time. I think these guys might be immune to blocks as well. Oh. Goal! Okay. Is this what this is? Is this really what we're doing? I guess this is really what we're doing. Apparently these blocks also don't have the normal... Oh! Well, I'm dead. Unless... I don't know if that was a good idea or not. What would a soccer chuck look like? What would he do? Tak tool! Fight! Maybe a championship or something, maybe your guess. Alright. Maybe if Fries comes back, we can find out what it said. Oh. Guess I also shouldn't have been worried about dying, because Quick Retry is on. Tak is slang for tag, which means day. Ah, well thank you very much for that. How you doing, Durtub? Which I suspect means... Wait, not Dur is Dur or die that's the... It might depend upon the conjugation. Wait, where'd the goalie go? Goalie's slacking. No, all I can think of is the Bart, the from The Simpsons now. Also, why did that other brick disappear? Soccer would be cooler if people actually did spring around like that. And you could sneak into the goal like this. Die, Der, and Das are all the... Ah, okay. I thought it was something like that, but I was not sure. My German is not... It just isn't. And so I'm noticing a pattern with this level. This sure is partial excitement. Oh! That goalie was cheating. You know, I've only really watched, like, one soccer game that I can remember. I watched some of the World Cup a few years ago when it happened in South Africa. It's mostly memorable because of the Vuvuzelas, to be honest. Oh. But outside of that, there was one time I was working in New York. My boss came up to me and said, "I just don't know if we can pay attention to work right now." I'm like, "Oh?" It's like, "Yeah. The Argentina-Germany game is happening. We have to go watch it." I'm like, "Alright, I ain't gonna argue with you." So we went to the Times Square Applebee's, drank beer, and watched the game. It was pretty nice. He did not care for Germany's team. He just did not. He was an Argentinian guy. In both the senses of who he was rooting for and his general ethnicity. Ooh, hey, fire chucks. See, that's another thing that might get me to watch soccer, if there was more fire involved. How many of these am I gonna have to do? Like, originally I was thinking, like, props for coming up with a kind of interesting emulation of soccer within the constraints of, like, OLDC stylings. This is accurate to German soccer. They drop fire wherever they run. Alright. Okay, you know what? This is mildly annoying, actually. But it's different. Where did my block go? I think it despawned. I guess it's foggy today. That's just the thing that happens in Germany when there's football time. Ah, nuts. There we go. What am I doing? Let's not jump into the springy type guys. Not when we're 4 inches away from the goal. And first down. The superb owl is happening soon in terms of things Americans care about that are called football. It is next weekend. And the Seattle Seahawks, the local team for me, are in the running, I believe. I don't actually know where the Super Bowl is happening. Happened to be out drinking with a friend when the playoff game happened, so people are pretty hyped about it. I don't know who any of these people are. See, this is kind of how I feel about normal soccer, like, video games, is that they're highly repetitive and not terribly interesting. Like, I guess props for making something kind of cool, but, like, I am rapidly losing interest. Even with the small variations. See, baseball, that's what I call football. As an American. What? Oh, I ran out of time. Huh. Whoops. The only football game I have ever played for more than a few minutes was Joe Montana football, because we had it back in the old DOS days. It was fun to try and get safeties, which are already a weird mechanic. Don't think it's illegal to play football during baseball during. It might not be. Who knows? How you doing, Underway? I don't know how the Germans do it. I was telling my friend about this interesting short story about football, American, of course, in the future. It was 17,776. 3 satellites have interesting debate. Sentient satellites have interesting debates about football because that's all people do now that they're immortal is play football of varying kinds. And then the sequel, 2020, which was actually pretty interesting, but it hasn't been finished because it left on a cliffhanger, discusses college football, which is more interesting in a way. Because it's played on an absurdly large scale graph. Why do I think I can jump through those? Doing carefully? Fair. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Alright, how do I deal with an opposing team that has the ability to throw hammers? And bad luck. I guess go straight up the middle seems to be the right answer here. Now, in terms of, like, this class of football games I've played, the only one I can point at and say, you know what, that's kind of fun, is, like, World Cup 96, because it's a pinball machine, it's got that dog on it. And it's got a cute mechanism. Like, there's a goalie net and everything, and when the goalie's active, you can shoot the net to get some points. There aren't a lot of, like, good sports pinball machines that I can think of. Like, Fast Break is kind of weird, because it's, like, very basketball, including but not limited to how the scoring works. So, like, in normal game of pinball, you get points, if it's a newish machine, right? You get points in the scale of millions to billions. If it's an old pinball machine, you know, you might be talking scale of thousands. If it's a 70s, you might be talking scale of million if you're doing really well. But, like, Fast Break, a good score in Fast Break is, like, 30. Because your goal is to actually get baskets. It's definitely a bit weird. Okay, well that worked out. See, this level has a very creative concept execution. Unsure you'd be the target audience for this one. Me too. Does Blood Bowl count as a football game? I don't know, but it's probably more fun. I keep hoping that, like, there's gonna be a big boo. Hey. Hey, finally football. Oh, and then the dang hammers again. Oh, I didn't even see that spawn. All right, we're gonna go up the right side if that's... No, no. Oh, God, I got lucky there. Footballs, please. Do something else for a minute. Footballs, go away. I guess does Space Jam count as a sports-based pinball machine? I like Space Jam. But I just generally like Space Jam. Ow. I even referenced it yesterday while streaming. I need to die. I don't have time to mount an offense. Do love the scream. I wonder if, like, it's a recognizable scream. Like, if I was more attuned to this class of football, would I be aware of that scream? Is it a famous scream? Like, the painting, the scream? That's a pretty famous scream. There's also the Dean scream that basically got rid of, what was his name? Dean something or other. Basically cost him any chance of ever winning an election. There's that one scream they put in as a sort of, like, Easter egg into all of the movies. Oh, God. What is... Is this questionable or quality contest? Yes. Yes is the correct answer. Wait. I can just... Yeah, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I want to go up the far left in this case, I think. Just need to remember that while that's solid for me, it's not solid. For it's solid for the brick, it's not solid. Oh, he sniped me! Okay, so much for my theory there. Let's try the other side. Basically, I just want to avoid the flippin' hammers. I was higher than I thought. I was playing Lunacy, and there's a bit where the guy, our protagonist, tries to reach for a rope ladder, and misses. And I watched the FMV a second time, and was like, no, he did not believe he could fly. Yeah, the tech for that movie was surprisingly good. It was also directed by, God, weird dude. Wait, what? Oh, I guess he has full reach no matter what direction I'm going. So I just have a choice of dealing with the jumper or not, and now I have to deal with both because I've made a poor decision. If I hadn't dropped the brick there's a good chance I could have made it. Anyway, the point being is that the director for Space Jam was a guy who was known to be famously hard to work with. Such to the point that when they made Ghostbusters 2, the design for Vigo the Carpathian, allegedly, was basically... They asked someone from the art department to draw the worst person you can think of, and it was him. Oh! He has an entire website talking about all of his, directorial anecdotes. Which is the kind of, old-school web thing I appreciate. There's not much of that, as much of that on the internet. Also, something I learned about during the Mystery Hunt, speaking of directors, was David Lynch, apparently, used to have before he was dead, used to have a YouTube channel where he'd post the number of the day, which was literally just him pulling numbers out of a hat. Well, that's a problem. I do this again. With more munchers. Yeah, the puzzle was doing movie mashups of David Lynch movies plus another more normal movie. I want to say one of them was The Phantom Menace. Or it was The Empire Strikes Back. It was something why is this specifically this? Was a question we ended up asking ourselves. We ended up doing them. Alright, what do we got here? Table, I guess I came in second. Because I'm them, I think? I don't know. I'm just going to push a button and see what happens next. Look off! Fuck Schlacken! 404! Word! Wieder! Meester! The Regrich-Bits 2026. Blad und wir und Leben lang! I have no idea what any of that means. You have a strong feeling this level was made by a German? Really? Alright, let's type this in. Glock off. Good luck. FC 04. That didn't translate well. Did I misspell it? Nope. Word wieder Meister des Yet. This football club will once again be the masters of the Ruhr region. Alright. In 2026. Blau und wir ein Leben lang. Blue and white forever. It's Weeb. Okay. I don't think they have that glyph in Mario World. No, it's an S? Weiss? Oh, you're right! It's a funky looking R. I can see it now. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna get that. Alright, what else is this? Do we have any more? Abspawn! Okay. Oh, credits. These are the people who made it. Something design. I don't know who any of these people are. I assume these are actual football type peoples. What the heck is all of this? Is this this must be a legitimate football game credits and everything. From the SNES era. That must be what we're looking at here. Oh, I won. Blue and white forever, I guess. Can I go home now? Alright, well that was a level. Doesn't explain why it loads so quickly, the first one. There's literally nothing there. Anyway. Yeah, this was soccer. One simple concept definitely kind of driven into the ground. How much mileage can you really get out of the same arena? And I kind of appreciate this type of thing. I don't know how much I appreciate it in the context of German football, but, you know. Anyway, let's write some notes.